we're at it once again, another episode. Now I've got a freebie for you today. It is a good one. It's the Artesian baths at Goodooga. Now it offers dump sites, barbecues, water. Mate, it offers a lot and it's free. Shop's only walking distance away. Wow, you know, bit of a walking distance. And for a town being so small, it's even got a water park. So stay tuned, get yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and watch the campsite at Goodooga. No worries, let's get out of here.
Traveling around Australia in the motorhome, whilst I eat travels making memories on my own, singing to birds in every town in between. I'm thrilling and catching every breathtaking scene.
Hey, welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites in New South Wales. For new viewers, my name's Peter and I'm chasing around free campsites, caravan parks, anywhere I can leave my bus for a bit of a budget so I can save a bit of money and pass that information on to you. I'm on the way to Broken Hill and I came past this little campsite that I really had to show you. It's called Goodooga Artesian Baths. Now look, it's not a huge campsite. It's really only a car park where you can park up and stay for a couple of nights. It's around 40 kilometres south of Hebel. It's just on over across the New South Wales border. It's only actually 35 kilometres away from here, the Queensland border. So if you're ever driving past, this is a must. Now the good thing about this place is the baths itself. They're 40 degrees, which are pretty hot. It's pretty hotter than what it is now. Righto, there's no actually time limit here and it is totally free. It's not a donation park, it is a free one. I think they should have a donation. I know people are screaming now going, why are you making a donation? Put some money back into town. Now if you are here, town's just up the road. It's got a couple of shops there, not huge amounts of shop, but it isn't a huge town. It's only about a kilometre and zoom, you're going through it, probably even less than a kilometre. The population is very small. It's only 226 from 2021 census. So the new census has to be done again another 2 years. So we'll find out if it's grown. If you are here, go down to the shop, spend some money in the town and keep this town going. Righto, let's get in there and have a look and I'll show you a bit about the baths and the campsite itself. Woo, I'm excited about this one. This is a nice one. I got here and went, cool. All right, I'm out of here. Like I always say, when you come to a place like that, please look at the board. Now, we are under the Brewarrina Shire. Now, they've got some information about here. It gives you a local map and tells you about where you are, and it gives you a bit of information about the wildlife, about different types of trees, black box, the Coolabah, and all about the actual tips and good management they do to keep the actual landscape going. Now also it gives you a bit of a map of the actual town itself. We are going to pop up there very shortly, straight after this clip, so stay tuned for that. Whoa, exciting. It actually gives you some information about eat, drink and supplies around the local area. So do yourself a favour, come out, take a picture, save it on your phone, you never know when you might need it. Just across the road from me is Goodooga Local Shopping Centre. Now they've got a fair bit of stuff in there, man. I really blew out what the sort of stuff they've got. Look, it is the main Woolies of this town. Now in the shop itself, they do a few little bit of hot foods, chips, pies, stuff like that. Now eventually they're starting to get some chicken and chips and stuff like that. They are venturing out and getting some hot foods itself. But otherwise, if you need any frozen stuff, drinks, first aid, hardware, you name it, that is a one-stop shop. And look, there's plenty of parking around here as well. So if you do decide to come here, come in with your van, come in with your trailer, come in with your semi-trailer, you'll have no worries at all. Now, while you're doing the shop, if your kids are bored and they want to do something, send them across the road. There is, believe it or not, there is a water park. And I went, what? A water park? Yeah, a bloody water park, and it is pretty cool. Look, of course it's all bore water, but who cares? It's cold and it's pretty good. They've got the little tippy things, they've got the nozzles that you can shoot people with, and it's a day use area, of course. They've got toilets over there as well, and sitting areas so your parents can watch you do what you need to do. Now that actual water park itself does work on a timer. If it does stop working, there is a button in there that you actually have to push and it starts going again. But what a cool thing to have in a place like this. How cool is that? Rightio, it's let's make a deal. No, it's not. It's let's make a phone call. Now, the phone reception up around Goodooga, not too bad. I'm pretty impressed with being in the country. I'm getting 5G and I'm fully barred up, which is fantastic. Now, look, I'm about to do a speed test for you around here. Now, the download speed is 116 megabits per second, which was fantastic. Now, the upload speed, just as great. It's 40.6. So if you need to do any upload, download, this is the place to do it. Believe it or not, in a town of only under 300 people and the phone reception the way it is, fantastic. No worries, let's get back to the campsite. Righto, the great Artesian baths. Now, how cool is this? Now, this establishment has only been open for around 7 years. Look, it is a day use area as well, so you can't really park in the car park where it is. There is allocations on the other side, which I'm going to show you eventually, so stay tuned for that, where you actually park your caravan in the parking area. But when you do come in here, make sure you close the gate behind you. It is a must, because there is a couple of wild dogs around here, and they did mention to me before they found wildlife in the pool, which is a bit of a, you know, how do we get that out? But anyway, these pools are so good for you, it is not funny. All the minerals and all the salts in it going into your body, therapeutic, apparently, I got told. Anyway, the pools at the moment, it is 40 degrees in there, so it is pretty warm. It is a sweet temperature at the moment, so it's quite nice. Now, in the night time, that would be perfect to sit in. I'm looking around, there's a few lights around there tonight. I'll take a couple of pictures and show you. Now, the day use area, you have got barbecues here as well. You can actually use, and guess what? They are dead set clean. Now, they do clean this pretty good. And there's some picnic areas to sit underneath, because out in the Queensland and the New South Wales sun, out in the western part of the country, it does get a bit hot out here. Now, they've also, once you come out of the actual baths itself, they've actually got warm and cold showers. Now, the good thing about it is they're open 24/7. The toilets themselves, look, they're pretty clean. I've seen the guys come out here twice already since I've been here to do some work around this area. They've also got a wheelchair access toilet here as well. Now, actually, to get into the actual baths themselves, it is all wheelchair access. So if you've got a wheelchair, bring it up, make sure it's waterproof. If not, you'll rust up, but you can actually get in there. Now, there's another thing they've got actually here as well. Now, over to the left of me, they've got actually a little bit of a workout gym. Work your body and stuff like that. Perfect sort of stuff, what you need to do before you get in the bath, so you don't really need to get sweaty, because out here at the moment it is pretty hot. But if it's not, if you want to wake up in the morning and do a bit of a workout, there is a gym in the same area. How cool is this place? I like this place. Righto, welcome back to the crappy part of the show, and yes, believe it or not, this place even has a dump point. How cool is this, eh? It's suited for people with black water tanks as well as just normal cassettes. Now, it is just a normal easy dump site. Yes, it's on gravel. Yeah, the bad thing about it, the ground's actually facing away from the actual dump site itself, so it is lower on that side, so not all your crap is going to run out of your black water tanks. Cassettes, who cares? You've got a cassette, you just tip it in, Bob's your uncle, you're laughing. Now, it does have water here. Now, I do advise you, don't fill up, look, it's probably the same water, whether you like it or not, but I'm still going to say, don't fill up at the water at the dump sites. Now, up further, throughout the actual site itself, they've got water filling stations. Now, just a bit of a heads up with the water around here. Yes, it is all Artesian water. So, look, put a big filter in if you want. Look, when you're in the shower, you'll actually know it is Artesian water. When you wash yourself, it feels slimy still, or the soap hasn't washed off. And also, the soap doesn't actually foam up when you wash yourself. But otherwise, dump site, fantastic. It's worth dumping your crap in. Campsites. How cool is this one? I thought I'd just show you mine. Look, there is plenty of other campsites all throughout this car park, if you want to call it car park. It is tar. Yes, it is going to be hot just sitting on tar. That's why I've sort of chose close to the White Rock, which is a lot cooler. Now, if you want to park around in there, just reverse back. Don't drive in. They don't like you to drive in just in case you have to leave in a hurry. So reverse your caravan in. You don't have to unhook if you don't want to. It's up to yourself. There's plenty of room around here. This place itself can handle over 150 caravans, I think. They can hold a fair bit. Anyway, my campsite, guess what? I never have to level it up at all. Because, why? We're on tar. And normally when it's on tar, it's pretty level as it is. Right, there's no tenting allowed in here. Rooftop tents, don't know about that. They do say you must be self-contained in this area itself. So if you are self-contained, you are laughing. Now, there's no actual time limit on here. I say there's not much to do around in this town. There is a few shops, as you've seen before, and stuff like that. There's a few slippery dippies and stuff like that, and water parkies. Well, I wouldn't say it's a water park, but you know what I mean. It's something for your kids to do around this area. Now, there is the national park if you want to go for the walk, but who will want to go for a walk at 40-degree heat? Not me. Now, the bins are floating all around here at the moment. There's none over where the campsite is. They're mainly near the actual Artesian baths themselves. So don't just chuck your stuff on the ground. Put it in a bag, chuck it over there, and Bob's your uncle. How cool is this campsite? I'm glad I come to this one. I'm going for a swim. Righto, clampers, I hope you liked the video of Goodooga Artesian baths. I really liked the campsite. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you've been here or not. Tell me what you thought of the actual campsite itself. I think it's pretty cool. I recommend everyone should come in this one. This is a great little one. Look, like I said, there's not a huge amount of things for your kids to do, but you've got a pool, you've got a gym, you've got fresh water, Artesian water. Now in town you've got a couple of shops, you've got a water park up there, which is not too bad, which is pretty cool. Now if I did miss out any information or any links at all you've missed out, please look in the description down below and you'll find everything that you need for this campsite. No worries, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, turn your notifications on, hit your subscribe button. Have a great weekend and I'll see you on the road.